Hello and what's up everybody, Thunderbob here, and tonight we're going to be looking at Warcraft Adventures, Lord of the Clans. And I did a previous video on this. The first 30 minutes of this video will actually match up pretty closely to that video. I ended up doing a full playthrough of the game and just edited it all together to have one video. And in this video you'll see the full playthrough of the unreleased 1998 Warcraft game. This is a point-and-click adventure game that was in development from 1996 till its cancellation in 1998. I was super excited about it at the time. A trailer for it, which is playing in the background here, came on a disc. I want to say it was maybe Warcraft II Battle.net edition or the original Diablo, and I was so hyped up for this. Fast forward 15 years or so later, in 2016, a full version of this leaked onto the internet. And I checked it out briefly at the time. I thought it was kind of interesting. I didn't get all the way through it. It was kind of buggy. There were videos that just were desynced with the audio. There was animation that was broken. Just lots of bugginess all around. But a gentleman spent 6 years cleaning up the broken cinematics, cleaning up the audio, doing by hand animation for some of the segments that were broken. So just good on you, fella. I have a link down below where you can find this mod and instructions for installing it, and also to archive.org where you can find the files to actually install Warcraft Adventures today. It's not too difficult to get this running on a modern system. And I am recording this section after having played the whole thing. I find it very interesting. It's not an amazing game by any means, and even by 1998 standards, it's a little bit dated. But I really enjoyed it. It's like a prototype of what Warcraft 3 was. It's the introduction of Thrall and his backstory. There are some things that are way different with how it actually turned out in Warcraft 3 and the expansion and World of Warcraft and its expansions, but you can kind of see the prototype of all of that in this game. And a lot more, actually, I think, was held from this and moved forward than was taken away. So it's really, it's like a time capsule into Blizzard in the late 90s, which I think was the peak of Blizzard. You know, like StarCraft, Diablo 2, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3. I think that was the peak. World of Warcraft was fun at first, but I think it drained a lot of their resources. And I don't think they ever quite recovered from that time period, but that's just my opinion. I still love Blizzard through all their mistakes and all their... I've played every game they've ever put out, basically, and I've enjoyed them all, but this late 90 period is a really special time for me in gaming, and this will be a full playthrough. I do hope you sit through it. If not, I'll have timestamps below for some of the interesting bits and characters, and let's just jump right in here. Let's go ahead and check out the intro.
Footman, clear the road of this scum. Lieutenant Blackmore, sir. I think I found something here.
What name's name?
Kill it, sir. Whatever it is.
It's an Orcling! By all that's holy, sir, put the twisted thing out of its misery! Pardon, sir, but why not? Sir? Sir?
The fires of the Second War between the Orcs and the humans have at last grown cold. The human alliance has been victorious, but its homeland lies in ruin. The tattered remnants of the Orcish horde now cling to a desperate existence in guarded settlements in the south of Lordaeron. All semblance of unity and brotherhood has drained away as water on the blasted plain.
That dude's thirsty.
As a final insult to the once proud horde, it is rumored that some humans have even begun to use captive orcs as slaves for hard labor.
You may drop the rock now, Thrall.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Excellent. Now move the whole pile back where you found it.
It's very amusing, Blackmore, but we've all seen orc slaves by now. What makes this one so special?
He was raised from infancy without even seeing another of his kind. His loyalty is to me alone. An orc who obeys human commands without question, General. Think of the possibilities.
Preposterous.
Is that so? Wait until you've seen him in the arena.
I don't like it, Blackmore. What you're doing is reckless and dangerous. Orcs are forces of nature. You can't possibly expect us to believe that you tamed this creature.
Just wait until you've seen him. There's your force of nature, calmly awaiting my orders. He begins to fight only when given permission. He stops fighting at the sound of my command. Oh, and he kills with frightening capacity. But only when I say so.
Incredible, if what you say is true. To control an orc in battle would be to control him completely.
Lieutenant?
Now, Thrall.
He is still alive.
Finish him, Thrall.
I have defeated him. Killing him is senseless.
So, really? I don't care about your opinion. I've told you to kill it, you filthy animal. Now, finish it. Listen to me, mindless beast.
Look, Blackmore! Do something!
Thrall, I order you to stop. I command you.
Blackmore!
Listen, we won't tolerate this. Blackmore, be warned.
Be calm. The animal will be executed at dawn.
I'm pretty sure the back half of that, where the audio gets really funky, I think they actually lost that audio, and the person who modded this has actually cleaned up that audio and actually probably inserted some like computerized voices to fill in the gaps. It's super cheesy, to be honest. It's kind of like, in my mind, a time capsule on what could have been. And even in 98, I feel like this would not have been necessarily that well received. Like, I'm a huge Warcraft fan. I played every game. And I don't know. It's a little cheesier than any of the other Warcraft games. Like, think about Warcraft 3 came out a mere 3 years later.
22 years have passed since Blackmoor found the young Orkling. 3 great wars between the Human Alliance and the Orcish invaders have laid waste to the once proud realms of Azeroth. Secretly raising the Orkling within the confines of his prison fortress, Durnholde, Blackmoor planned to mold the Orkling into the perfect warrior. A warrior conditioned to human thinking, but with all the savagery of an Orcish heart. With such a creature under his control, Blackmoor hoped to manipulate the Orcish horde and use it to seize control over the human.
This actually is quite a bit better quality, I'd say, than...
Thrall, have I taught you nothing in all these years? Are you not to stand
than the
when
full
your
intro?
betters enter the room? So, Thrall, what have you learned today?
Only that I live to serve you and the Alliance, Lord Blackmoor.
A wise response. You are learning. Indeed, you've learned much of the world, Thrall, yet you've never stepped outside the prison's walls. Perhaps the time has come to make better use of you. Follow me, Thrall. There's something I'd like to show you. Do you know what this is, Thrall? It is an orc, like yourself. And what are orcs, Thrall?
They are the enemies of the Alliance, Lord Blackmoor.
Very good, Thrall. And what do we do with enemies of the Alliance?
We destroy them, so that they may no longer pose a threat to the Alliance.
Then deal with this wretch as it deserves.
I can't do it.
You will do it. It's a pity. All these years of training and conditioning gone to waste. I could have achieved so much. I should have remembered that after all, you are just an animal.
The animation here is definitely a lot higher quality than the alternate intro.
Take this one to the dungeons. His execution shall commence at first light.
And then we get into the actual gameplay.
Clean up this mess.
And here we go. A traditional
Lieutenant is having me executed
point and click
at dawn.
adventure game.
There's got to be some way to get out of this cell.
So this resembles, you know, some of the early LucasArts adventure games, things like Full Throttle, definitely the art style and the puzzles and stuff. I really enjoyed a lot of those point and click adventure games. Some of my favorite games of all time, like Myst, Grim Fandango, The Last Express. Really, some really awesome games. This came towards the end of that era of adventure games, and I feel like if it would have come out, I don't know how well it would have actually been received. I definitely feel like it's a little dated in 98 even, you know, and I think it needed like another year to really get polished. This is playable from start to end, but they wanted to improve it and ended up canceling it because it would have been too much work to really, you know, make it up to the Blizzard quality. So basically, you know, you've got different things you can interact with on your screen. If you hold the mouse button down, you get this option. This will let you examine the object. This one will let you try to eat it.
Good.
And then this one will let you try to grab it. You will also notice that voice is the amazing Clancy Brown from such classics as The Highlander, Shawshank Redemption. He's got such a unique voice, and like that's one of the things I really love about this is you know, they've got this amazing talent voicing an orc.
Nasty. Very nasty.
And overall, you know, it has some of these puzzles that just don't make the most sense. Like, this is not
Can't do that.
an amazing game by any means. I would love for them still to release this either in the current form or go back and touch it up somewhat. Doubtful that's going to happen. Blizzard is very protective of their IP. But, like, imagine if this was a bonus for, like, the next Warcraft game or something, you know. Hey, check out our unreleased game. That would be pretty awesome. So we are going to try to break out of here.
Looks pretty sturdy.
And I played through this first section years ago, so some of this I do remember. Got a rock.
What's all the noise, you overgrown maggot? Ooh, feeling a little restless before the big show, slave. Well, it's understandable, you being a guest of honor and all. But until they come for you... Quiet! Just relax. Before the hour's up, you'll have a great weight off your shoulders. Your head!
Such amazing writing. Chris Metzen, I think, actually wrote this.
Oh, we're taking bets on which way your head will roll. Do me a favor, mate. Pull to the right a bit, would you?
It's like really long-winded at times too. Like, I think about how much story is told in Warcraft 3, and there's like, you know, a good pace to it. Here, there's lots of really bad jokes and puns, and I mean that's what the genre was all about. I think, yeah. So you combine those, and we use that on the door.
I don't want to stick that there.
Okay. Well, what's funny is this game never got released, but this is Thrall's introduction to the Warcraft universe. They took a lot of this story and created, there was a Thrall novel that came out, and also, of course, Warcraft 3. And there is a lot of overlap. A lot of Warcraft 3 came from this game, though a lot of it happens in different ways. Let's get that mop. Anything else in here I can interact with? I don't think this game has it, but some of the later point-and-click adventure games would actually have, like, you could hold a button and it would show you everything you could interact with. Largely because some of those early games, I call them, like, pixel hunters, where, like, literally you're staring at a screen and there's some object on this screen that you need to be able to progress the story, but it's like, you know, some very small object. You're just not clicking on the right spot for whatever reason.
The guard locked it.
But you're strong. Can't you break down a wooden door, Thrall?
Maybe later.
It's so ridiculous what he does to break out. And I think... yeah. And I'm probably just going to get to the point where he escapes from Blackmore's castle. It's maybe, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes in. I kind of just wanted to see how the up-resed videos and the voice acting and everything. That initial video, the alternate intro, was kind of cheesy as hell, especially with the voices that were missing. Let's see. I think he rattles this, the guy comes out. But it's still amazing. This is so cheesy.
Quiet. Now I get it.
Take that.
He's
How you
really
kick
out
him?
cold.
Nice.
Wanted for crimes against the sovereign lands of the Alliance. Dead or alive. Grom Hellscream and his Warsong clan. Grom
look familiar?
Hellscream. He's like me. I gotta find him.
Gotta find him.
Too much noise. Cheap land being sold by the acre. Lord Iran contractors are rushing to the lands of Alterac, where recent government holdings are now up for sale to the public. Low-cost. Are you interested in a life of mystery and intrigue? Do you love adventure and excitement? Then come to the fabled kingdom of Dalaran, where the pursuit of Tyrallion, Khadgar, Alaria Danath. 1,000 gold pieces reward for any information regarding the whereabouts of these people.
So many of these names and places like all become much more important, you know, in Warcraft 3 and in World of Warcraft. I played World of Warcraft for a number of years. I quit towards the end of the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. Can I kill him? Or maybe we just cut the key free. Let's see, anything else in here? Some of the animation's not terrible. Some of it is definitely terrible. I should put that on.
That looks like a closet.
That's funny, he's got like a babe poster. Anything else in here? There's a quill. Do I need that?
Can't do that. How can a man with such a moppy hairdo command such respect?
Actually, I bet that key I needed to do something with it in that room. He like tiptoes. Yep. I wouldn't be opposed to like a new Warcraft adventure kind of game, but I feel like the genre's moved forward a lot since then. You know, you had the Walking Dead games, and then more recently, like a pretty big resurgence in the indie scene of point-and-click adventure games and FMV games and everything. Oh, what's he? We gotta see it.
Tyrallion, Khadgar.
Okay, that's great. Perfect. I love it.
There's guards out there.
I put on...
It's not my
Oh
style.
no, okay. Let me think. try by going back this way. Some of this was trial and error. I remember playing this, I don't know, an hour or so back in 2016. Okay, can I get out this way? So he couldn't open his door or smash through a wooden door, but he could pull off the gate from the wall.
This doesn't look good. They're just aching for some target practice. That's not gonna happen. Not in a million years.
Hey! Did you see that?
Oh, see what? You seeing things again? I can smell a dwarf spirit on your breath from here.
Yeah, well, everyone's got to be good at something, right? I seen what I seen.
Walk this way.
Look! Don't tell me you didn't see it that time.
Oh, fine. I won't say a bloody word. Well, there's help out there, mate, but you have to want it.
You wouldn't wear it before, maybe now. Okay. Why wouldn't you put it... See, stuff like that doesn't make sense.
There's a mirror in the robe's pocket.
I'm assuming they just didn't have it animated, like, from those angles or something. It's just funny.
Who loves you, baby?
It's so cheesy, I love it. Clancy Brown, I love his voice. One of my favorite voice actors. So many things he's done. Can I walk down?
Look! Don't tell me you didn't see it that time.
Why wouldn't he just put the hood up? Like, the robe has a hood, right? These games, this was the craziness about these games back in the day. You'd have just ridiculous puzzles that you needed a very specific combination. I remember there was one where it was like you needed to make a mustache for some reason, and literally you solved it by like stealing cat hair and tape. And the person you were supposed to be like making yourself look like didn't even have a goddamn mustache. Like some of the puzzles back then, no effort was put into it.
Good evening, Chaplain Mathers.
This isn't as egregious as that, but it's pretty comical. Am I really gonna do this?
Chaplain Mathers! No one's allowed past the checkpoint, you know that.
Stained glass window. I'm pretty sure I have to catapult myself out. I think I have to make a distraction.
What the hell was that?
We better check it out.
Okay, that's right. And now I think I can do it. It's like a Looney Tunes episode. It's like if Chris Metzen decided... Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so now I have a gargoyle statue. Let's try to pick it up. Well, let's try it on the catapult, why don't we? Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Now we should be able to get over. No one's gonna notice him catapulting himself over the wall, right? It's amazing.
I don't think I'm being followed, but I better distance myself from that place.
If I remember correctly, there were multiple studios that worked on this. Like Blizzard made the original design documents. Chris Metzen and staff like wrote the script. And then there was like a Russian development studio who did this, you know, the actual programming and the animation here. And then I think they hired out like a Korean company to actually do the video, the animated sections. It's just kind of crazy. Like, you got 3 studios, 3 different styles, like...
He's like me.
Except way cooler. I'll probably be ending this momentarily. I really just wanted to escape the castle. If we can get to the port where we actually meet Hellscream, that would be awesome, though. So... this is kind of like an overworld section where you can have like multiple paths you can go to. That's Gazlowe, if I remember right.
Seal, a soot in a pesculator, a corroded snap gasket. This is gonna need a reshake. This is gonna need a full 7-point hemostatic reshake. Ah, where'd I put that blasted Samophlange? Where'd I put that blasted Hey, you watch where you're walking. You almost stepped on a very delicate piece of machinery. Well, are you gonna stand there looking stupid, or are you gonna pass me that Samophlange?
And now you got dialogue options.
I've got your Samophlange right here, shorty. Is this what you want?
Yeah, the voice is not there.
I don't think so. Green, tinkering, babbling. Must be a goblin. What the hell is a Samophlange?
Not that your feeble orc mind would understand, but the Samophlange is one of the most revolutionary tools ever invented by the goblins. Essentially, it's a high-powered drill designed to attach the snap gasket to the Bleem Seal's intake valves. Now leave me alone.
Did you build this contraption?
Yes, I did. In fact, I built this Zeppelin from scratch. She's one of the finest ships ever built. She flew over 10 missions during the Second War.
Well, why isn't she flying now?
Well, that's exactly what I've been trying to find out, isn't it?
You don't seem to be making much progress.
Not much progress? Well, let's see you figure it out.
Maybe that fell off. It looks important.
Fell off? Fell off? Nothing just falls off a goblin Zeppelin. What? Well, at least it's not one of those Tinker Trap flyers built by the Gnomes.
It's funny, they've already are introducing like the adversarial relationship between the Gnomes and the Goblins.
Tell me more about Gnomes, Goblin.
Small, hairy, bloated, and totally incompetent. What else do you need to know?
I mean, why do you hate them so much?
Because the goblins and the gnomes are at war. We strive to out-invent each other by developing bold new mechanical innovations. But us goblins are way ahead of them.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, I was on my way to a secret gnomish workshop to steal their latest plans for a revolutionary communication device. But, as you can see, I'm, having some problems with transportation.
I'll make a deal with you.
Gazlowe.
It is Gazlowe.
Gazlowe.
I will steal the plans from the gnomes while you fix your zeppelin. Then...
Sounds good to me. When do you leave?
Then, you will take me wherever I wish to go.
Oh. All right. If you get the plans from the gnomes, I have to fly you wherever you want to go? Okay. But
Sounds
here,
good.
you'll need these. These are fake plans, designed to throw the gnomes off track. Substitute these for the real plans without them noticing. But be careful. They're crafty little buggers.
Yeah, you'd better be
true.
here when I get back.
Whoa, I'll be here. Probably still working on this damn machine.
He sounds like Mike from Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. I'm just gonna take this. I need that Samophlange.
Nuh-uh.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll be ending it here. I'm just amazed that this leaked, and like you can completely play through this from beginning to end. If you want to check this out, I'll have a link to archive.org where you can find the game files. I'll have a link to
looks like the bridge has collapsed into
the
the chasm.
remaster and instructions on how to install it.
He must have been killed during a battle that took place here. I don't think he's listening.
It's gonna take his necklace. You'll give me that shield, fool. And your spear. It's kind of disrespectful, isn't it? Like, I don't know. They're orcs. Is that disrespectful? Or is like the fact that you're gonna use their weapon again in battle, maybe? Okay. How do we stop these gnomish inventions? I just got the spear. I feel like the mirror is gonna come into play. No? Usually in these games you can combine stuff. Yep. Okay. Easy peasy. And I lost the item though. Okay, what is next? What the hell is that?
Maybe they don't want peddlers.
It's like a trap at the entrance. So they've got like multiple layers of traps here. There's a skylight, so they must be below me.
There's some kind of workshop below with little men running around.
That's probably the nose. I bet I need... If you could highlight something, you always try to grab it, because invariably it's going to be needed at some point. So like anything you can interact with, anything that's like clickable, try to grab it. You will never regret it in these type of games.
You never know when a rotting carcass might come in handy.
Okay, so we gotta try to trigger the trap, I'm assuming. And I throw... or something.
It's already dead.
Okay, well, I didn't really care if it was dead or not. I just wanted the trap triggered. Dude's getting real close for all this spiky nail and shit. Jeez, that's overkill. That's Gnomish inventions for you. I can still remember Gnomecon? I think that was the name of it. The dungeon in the Gnomish starting area. And you get glass powder. Okay. See what that's for. We're gonna put the glass, like, in the tank, like you would put sugar in someone's gas tank. I can already see it. Like, sometimes these puzzles are super obvious. And I got this, like, wrench-looking tool. So I have my doubts that the gnomes would use the same tool structure as the goblins. That just seems antithetical to their beliefs. And it's broken. FU machine. It's really broken now.
Ha! You gnomes think you're so smart.
Alright. What?
He permeated the perimeter's parameters. The lightning lamps have never failed us before. It's the water, the welcome mat of annihilation.
Mat of annihilation.
But fear not, he'll never escape. The snaggle bag.
It's a bag. I'm an orc. Come on, guys. This is not gonna stop me. You know that's right. Snaggle bag. I like that. I like that a lot.
Oh, look. The prisoner has escaped the snaggle bag. I can't believe it. I wove that snaggle bag myself, using only the most durable strands of elven yarn.
The flying pig. Hey!
I want my dagger back.
Oh no. We prefer that intruders be unarmed when inside the workshop.
I could have been killed falling through that trap.
Yes, we know. It hasn't been working properly. Would you like to try it again?
The goblins destroyed your machine, and I came to warn you.
That's interesting. I could have sworn that I saw you pour sand into it. Yeah, and I didn't see any goblins fall out of the snaggle bag.
I came to borrow a plunger.
So, someone's apparently informed you of our plans for the revolutionary horse-powered turbocentric plungiothopter. I'm afraid you can't use that right now.
This plungiothopter sure sounds like a goblin invention I heard about.
A goblin invention? How dare you insinuate that we would stoop to their incompetent level? The goblins are capable only of inventing high-grade rubbish. We, on the other hand, are mere seconds away from perfecting one of the boldest designs ever conceived.
Your design was probably copied from original goblin plans.
Goblin plans? What the goblins have been able to produce. Yes, imagine, if you will, a device that could transmit information over great distances without danger of enemy interception. A device that could send two-way messages through the airwaves without employing roads or wires. Imagine, if you will, the homing chicken.
Wow, what can I possibly say about such a unique device?
Yes, I can see that you're speechless in the face of sheer genius.
That is one way of looking at it.
He seems to be looking over the plans.
I swap out the
He
plans.
seems to be working on that chicken control. Why not use homing pigeons instead? Why the flying pigs?
An original gnome invention. The Rapid Automated Food Delivery Service. Concept? Food to go. Tragically, the world may not yet be ready for such radical advancements.
Not here. Not here. I'd rather starve.
Okay, let's try this. Mess with their machine, distract them, go swap
Hey,
the
what you
light.
done?
Great.
Get away from that. He's activated the pig's flight packs. We've got to shut the machine down. Don't touch anything. You could have damaged the Rapid Automated Food Delivery Service.
Whoops. Nuh-uh. The gnomes and the goblins are fighting a war over technology. The gnomes and the goblins are... How did the lieutenant get that nasty scar?
He was running with scissors.
Whose inventions are better, the gnomes or the goblins?
Yes.
If a horse-drawn carriage leaves Azeroth at dawn and reaches Stromgarde at dusk, what is the driver's name?
The driver's name is Frodrick.
What is my destiny? That's encouraging. I'm too big to fit through that door. That's probably where their main workshop is. It's taking all... I'd hate to get splinters in my teeth.
All technosophical staff, report immediately. We've got a problem. We've been going about this design all wrong. It's all right here in the schematic. The gyrating grommet attaches to the grill guard, not the modulator.
Conduit C goes to Terminal D, Terminal C goes to Conduit B.
This must be fixed immediately. Come quickly, we have much work to do.
They're too fast to catch. They're too fast to catch. They're too fast to catch.
ride him back to the Gazlowe? Oh, I'm just using him as like a jumping board, diving board. That's great. Poor pig. Orc's got to weigh like 400 pounds at least, right? Right? Okay, back to the Zeppelin, I guess.
I knew I'd get this old heap running. Did you find those gnomish plans for me?
Yep. Here.
Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. This is worse than we realized. This design is brilliant. The homing chicken could easily tip the balance of our war in the gnomes' favor. Hey, wait a second. Don't they know that chickens are notorious for being disloyal? Their design can never work! Ha! The gnomes undone by the treachery of their own chickens!
Hey, look, I don't know anything about chickens. Now what about my ride? Can you take me somewhere?
Well, where do you want to go?
I can't think of anywhere to go right now.
Let me know when you do.
Not here.
Go meet this guy.
Wanted for crimes
please.
against... He's a strange little goblin.
Oh, okay, there it is. You need to take me to
I need you
Grom.
to take me to Grom Hellscream.
Rebellion? Reward? Hey, this orc is trouble. Big trouble. I don't know anything about it.
I'll worry about the risks. You just get me there. Remember, you owe me.
All right then, hop in. But if things get dicey, my green goblin butt is out of there.
The humor in writing definitely harkened back a little bit closer to Warcraft II than what came years later in Warcraft 3, like, which is a lot more serious game. Like, there's still humor.
Let's get
I feel like
moving.
they took the storytelling a little bit more seriously. Whereas this feels more like Warcraft 2, at least from my memory. I really need to replay both of those games. This looks a lot like, was it the Blasted Lands? What was that area in the south?
A dry well.
Where
Looks
the
like
Dark
there's an
Portal
old bucket
was.
down there.
Let's go ahead, just do another save here. Just in case it crashed or something.
Just like I thought. Empty. That orc's not looking so good. Dabu, Tagunka Thrall.
What?
I think I said hello, my name's Thrall. Don't you have a name?
Oh, I thought you were talking to him.
Who? What, are you drunk?
Oh, he's a quick one, he is.
What's that you're drinking?
What do you think I'm drinking? Get your own share. This is mine.
What did you mean by share?
Don't be stupid. You know that we each get a flask of black ale every day? This is my share. Go get your own.
You don't look so good.
Really? I thought this was one of my better days.
Where do you get this black ale?
I ain't telling you. The less orcs in line, the better.
Are there any orcs who aren't drunk on that vomit?
There's a few of them around. Think they're better than the rest of us. Talk about destiny and rallying the Horde. Ha! The Horde is history. Here's to the future.
Never mind. Are you okay?
I will be in a minute. There. Now I'm fine.
You're hitting that bottle pretty hard, aren't you?
So what if I am? I killed 18 men and a half dozen dwarfs during the war. Now look at me, living in a settlement like a tamed animal. This ale's the only thing I got left.
You're a warrior. How can you do this to yourself?
Just like this?
Are all the orcs here like this?
Oh no. Some have become pitiful wretches who do nothing but drink black ale from dawn till dusk.
We'll talk some.
It's kind of interesting, like, instead of the demonic blood being what caused the orcs' lethargy, it seems like they're going with, like, alcohol, which almost has, like, the Native American connotation, where all the natives were given, like,
Come in.
booze
Oh,
and...
feel free to
Yeah,
look around.
I don't know, that's kind of
I've got all
interesting.
sorts of exotic goods imported from the islands of
that-
Kultiras
that a
to the
goblin?
flame pits of the Hellfire Peninsula.
Lot of-
Zul'Jin's rarities
lot of
are
reference.
renowned throughout
Zul'Jin?
the
Isn't he, like,
lands
the leader of the
Lordaeron.
goblin? I mean, the
If you
trolls?
have any questions about the merchandise, just ask me.
Crazy. Zul'Jin. That voice does not sound just so
I
Zul'Jin
think
to me.
he's been spending too much time alone. Tell me about yourself.
Well, surely you've heard of the notorious Zul'Jin.
Well,
It's true. I am Zul'Jin, once the fiercest troll ever to flay an elf. It was I who single-handedly united the trolls and the orcs to wreak havoc and destruction upon the Alliance during the war. But alas, we withered in defeat. So, you want to buy a garden gnome?
tell me about yourself.
Well, surely you've heard of the notorious Zul'Jin.
Well,
it's true.
I'm new here. What can you tell me about this place?
After the Alliance destroyed the second Dark Portal, they stuck the Orcs and their allies in stinking settlements like this one. Alliance troops guard the settlements, making sure that no one escapes. We live here like animals. Are you interested in velvet paintings by any chance?
Where can I find Grom Hellscream?
I don't know anyone by that name. Perhaps you'd be interested in a nice lamp?
How do I buy something?
Just show me what you have to trade, and I'll tell you.
I'm just looking.
I've already got 5 of those.
You want the shield?
Sorry, those aren't selling right now.
Really? You want this doohickey?
I couldn't give you anything for
Nope.
that.
Okay. How about
I don't want
the
to stick
beads
that
and
there.
necklaces? We're really going for the Native American
Another dragon
allegory here.
necklace. I've had 4 come in this week already. I want to do business. This is all
Okay,
I
I mean,
can
it's better
give
than
you.
nothing.
It's from the
Gotta cut
Shattered
something, I
Hand
imagine.
clan, but as you can see, it doesn't merit the. It doesn't quite go with my collection.
What happened to him?
We found him crushed under a very large pig that had a wild-looking device strapped to its back. He had the strangest grin on his face, so I decided to stop him. Everyone's a critic. Genuine black velvet. I'm no expert, but
What's that?
priceless. That's what that is. A book of spells used by an authentic ogre mage. You can't afford it. Trust me.
Huh?
That once belonged to Lothar, the leader of the Alliance. That is, before... Oh, matching stemware from the Temple of the Damned. If you buy the set, I'll throw in a free spin.
I've never seen this clan emblem before.
Oh, of course you haven't. That's the banner of the ill-fated Lightning's Blade clan, who never made it to Azeroth. I've heard that their initiation rites were so harsh, few were ever able to pass them.
What were these rites?
Well, young warriors of Draenor were forced to stand on top of the highest peak of the Blade's Edge Mountains and hold aloft their axes during a thunderstorm. Only those struck by lightning at least 3 times could join the clan.
Shocking.
Two-headed ogres. This is like the longest eating animation ever. Are they ever gonna notice I'm here?
You've nibbled that bone down to the marrow. There's no more meat left on it. Now shut up so I can think.
Sorry.
Look at you. Look at me, sitting here, bored out of my mind, while I should be practicing my magic. But no, you had to trade my spellbook to the troll for a leg of wormy meat.
Wormy, but tasty.
Uh-huh. Well, your little snack just cost me a lifetime's worth of study. Because of you, I'll never reach the level of mastery attained by Cho'Gall. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, I did.
Oh!
visitor. Maybe he's got some...
Begone, Orcling, or we'll pluck out your eyes and stuff the holes with burning cinders.
food.
I'm looking for Grom Hellscream. I would love to, but I can't.
Thinking I gotta get them some meat. I saw some meat here.
Skin a dwarf, 14 ways to skin a dwarf, and here is number 3. Wrap his beard around a plank, give that plank a mighty yank, hit him right down to his shank, and now there's 12 more.
Hey, who invited him?
This is a private party. No strangers join without my say-so. Not since those pig-rustling gnomes came around.
Pig-rustling gnomes?
If you have something to say, say it. If not, get out of here.
Can't do that. What about pig-rustling gnomes?
The thieving little devils came here last night when we were all
Passed out cold?
napping. They snuck up on our camp, and by the time we came around, all but one of our pigs was gone.
How do you know it was the gnomes?
The pigs didn't fly out of here, that's for sure.
What happened to your hands?
Are you mocking us? Does this amuse you?
Well, of course he's amused. You are members of the Shattered Hand clan, the fiercest warriors in all of the Horde, and look what you've done to yourselves. Shall I tell you of our clan?
Zug Zug.
Zug what? Oh, okay. The Shattered Hand has an ancient tradition. When a young warrior comes of age, he cripples his own left hand with the hammer of the chieftain. The hand is then replaced with a weapon suited to that warrior's character. In time, the weapon becomes an integral part of each clansman. And would any of you like to tell this orc what you did with your weapons?
They traded them for booze.
I didn't.
So I think I'm gonna have to get them alcohol.
What's that you're drinking?
And then they'll get me the food. And there was alcohol
Enough of this drivel.
at the gnomish place.
I have nothing more to
And
say.
where I started at, there was the bucket. And I'm kind of thinking, I have this axe. Axe cuts chain. I take bucket, fill with ale, bring back. That seems the most logical sense here. And this puzzle, like, actually feels a lot more logical than some do. Like I mentioned, the cat mustache puzzle, which was from Gabriel Knight 3. Why did he throw it in there? It is just like a long line of terrible puzzles. These games, I feel like they were short because you can only have so many puzzles. And so much like animation and stuff. So they made the game longer by having these really obtuse puzzles, and you have to like kind of add things together in nonsensical ways. And you know, you'll have 10 items in your inventory and 50 items you can interact with. And yeah, it's like so many combinations, and sometimes it's just trial and error in the end. Let's go back. Get some ale. Get our drink on. I got the ale. I love, I can't do it here, but I love like the fast travel kind of thing where if you have the arrow on your screen, you can just double tap. I wish it worked even on the screens that like are not travel screens. Like I want to be able to just double tap next to an object and teleport there, because these games are very slow at times, and I am impatient from, you know, modern games. Okay, let's go back and give those jerks the alcohol.
What's this? Ah, more black ale. Didn't I tell you this stranger would help his brothers out? No. Never mind them.
Okay, are you just gonna let me take join us, eat, drink? Can I just have whatever I want at this point?
Join us.
I want that haunch of meat. Cool. Let's go give this to the ogres.
That's not a good idea. I'm no pig rustler. You have your ale. Why the low spirits?
The ale is good, but what this party needs is a good game.
You have your ale.
Give it to them.
You'll probably take my arm off along with it.
Okay, so I can't just hand it to them. Ah, put it on the fire. That makes sense. And then what, they're gonna let me pass? Dude's drooling up a storm.
Hey, what are you doing? I don't want to go there. Hey!
Away. I guess I can't walk past him, but I could steal his cards.
My cards! Get
So,
back here,
wait, those other orcs were talking about wanting to play like a game or something, right? Something and entertain them. Let's go give them the cards to entertain them. Yeah.
Cards! Let the gaming begin.
You gotta give me something, dude. What are you gonna give me? Nothing's free in this world.
About price. What are these worth to you?
Running in trade?
What? What are you staring at? No, don't
Oh,
even
the
think
claw.
about it.
The
No.
claw.
This will do.
Oh.
Let the games begin!
Now they have no hands.
Right. Now who's gonna shuffle?
Okay, clever. Good on you. Whoever wrote that one joke. Okay, so I have his hand. I got it. Zul'Jin was taking hands, right? So let's go back to Zul'Jin. See what he will give us for the hand. He had the book. I bet the book is what lets me buy the ogres, would be my guess.
Where did you... How did you... I'll give you anything in the store for it. Mine. Mine at last. Oh, go ahead. Take anything. Anything you want.
I don't want that.
Book in hand. Let us go and deal with these assholes. Take your godforsaken book. And let me past.
Please! Return my cards or die in agony!
I'll return your spell book to you, but in exchange for it, I want to speak with Hellscream.
My spell book? You've done a great service by returning this to me.
But there's still no Hellscream here! Now be gone before I disintegrate you!
Hey, we could trade that for more food.
Ooh, the Eye of Kilrog spell.
Johanna, Graka, Knock.
Oh.
Aha! The dreaded rune spell. There's nothing quite like blasting unsuspecting humans into tiny bits.
Really not gonna let me past, even though I got you the book.
If you think returning what's rightfully mine makes you welcome here, you're wrong. I've warned you before. Now feel the wrath of Mograth.
I was thinking about... Oh, I gotta go get more meat again? That's what they're gonna want, isn't it? I was thinking about this series, and like, I got my start playing the original Warcraft on the PlayStation, which seems so out of place. And I didn't beat it there. I played just a little bit at a friend's house, and then I moved and never got to play it at his house again. Oh, they're all sleeping. Don't mind if I do. And then I ended up getting Battle.net Edition and playing a lot of that, and then Warcraft 3 came out. In the meantime, though, I remember this being announced and being hyped for it, even though it was like, what kind of game is this? Like, I wasn't really into point-and-click games, I think, until like a year or two later. Like, I went back and played a lot of them later, Myst and some of like the LucasArts games. Yeah, so that's my history with the Warcraft. And then I, of course, played Warcraft, World of Warcraft, post Warcraft 3, and that was a mistake. I played that for way too many years. Damn, good. Ooh. Anything you see on the screen, number one rule, pick it up. And let's get in that cave. Okay, let us continue our journey to find Grom Hellscream as we cut to the ridiculous Saturday morning cartoon animation.
So, you got past old Mograth, huh? Impressive. Now just one more thing before your blood paints these walls. Who are you?
My name would mean nothing to you. But yours means much to me. Hellscream.
And you've come to claim the reward.
I like your spirit, whelp. Perhaps I'll give you an honorable death instead of just throwing you to the pit worms. Loktar! Wait! I didn't come to fight, I came to talk. I know much about the humans. I'll hear him out. And in all that time, you never saw another orc? Never. I've sworn to make the humans pay for what they have done to me. Your need for vengeance makes you strong. I wish the rest of the Horde had that kind of spirit.
They're totally broing out.
The weakness and apathy that has infected the clan since the war. I have seen this too. It grieves me deeply. I will allow it no longer. The Horde will be a force of war once again, or I will die making it so. I'd like to help you if I can. Then you shall, young brother. Join us tonight at the Fire Circle. We call ourselves the Warsong Clan. Warsong? Why?
Nice. Dude, they broed out after like 30 seconds of meeting. Is this like the rave from The Matrix Reloaded?
You! Get out! And that goes for anyone else who wants to drink that poison! How can we be powerful if we pour weakness into our own bodies? I have news. The Frostworlf clan has agreed to join its forces with ours. We will unite at the next dark moon, and our first priority will be to put a stop to rend and maim.
Who?
Rend and maim?
Two orc brothers who are in league with the humans. They are sabotaging the Horde in exchange for money and favors. We need to learn more about their methods and crush them.
So tonight, we raise our clan banners together! Warsong and Frostworlf!
Destiny has brought you to us, and now it takes you away. I have told you where the Frostwolves dwelled. Go then, brother, and learn what you can of your past.
I really wish they just had someone voice that section instead of using a computer, but I kind of get... like maybe they didn't have a good voice actor to do it. The Frostwolves. Of course, they're in the snow. Gazlowe's like, not getting out there.
Should be safe here for a while. I'll wait for you.
Where am I going? Oh. Okay. Wait. Okay, there's a slope.
It's too steep to climb. Talk to who?
Path back up, right? Can't like teleport. Ooh.
Slide up the slope? Slide up the slope?
I don't know. What do you want me to do? There's a path.
That's the path that leads back up the hill.
Maybe down the ravine?
Can't even see the bottom.
Can we jump over there? I feel like I'm supposed to be using this shield. Okay, there it goes, I think.
Slide up the slope? Talk to who?
Alright, let's try the shield there, maybe?
I need to build up some speed first.
Maybe if I'm standing there? I don't know what you want me to do, Thrall.
This won't work.
Alright, go walk back up there, you idiot. Okay, that's very funky. I could, like, clearly this game wasn't ready for full release. There's lots of quirkiness. Saturday morning cartoons, go!
Whoa, I can see my house!
Chris Metzen, I'm ashamed of you if you wrote all this. Some of it's so bad, even for like 96, 97.
I wonder if there's anything in it. A rag used for cleaning weapons. A bit damp.
Okay. Sure, I might need that. I guess.
This seems to make sparks.
Looks like a gun, but okay. It's like a lighter. It's hard to know where you came from and where you're going sometimes. It's like, I guess I'll go this way. Wait, no, that's where it came from. Okay. Should I help him?
They're useless now. I'm not putting my hand in that. The beast is overpowering that orc. Doesn't look like much of a talker. Hey, need any help? He's absorbed in battle.
I don't see any way to interact with them. I wonder, okay, there's broken torches.
It won't do anything.
Think. Alright, I'll come back. Ooh, more of those things. Let's talk to him.
Milk would be great, but I think those are males. Headbanging, huh? Where's the loud music? Huh?
What are those supposed to be?
He's got bigger horns than the rest of them.
Can I fight him?
Stay.
Okay. Can I interact with whatever this is? I'm a little lost. Bloodstained fur. Alright, there's a branch. Grab the branch.
I don't need that. It's fur from some kind of animal. It must be wounded bad.
Okay, I can't go any deeper in, but could I open this door? It does not seem like I'm able to interact with anything. Okay, back we go. What is that sound? Okay. Maybe...
It won't do anything. No deal. It won't hurt him unless it's on fire.
Well, you won't light it, will you?
Nah.
Oh. Like A Christmas Story. Like my favorite movie of all time. Okay. Okay. I think I've got an idea. So I need to be able to light that thing on fire, I know. And there was oil dripping at the machine where the gnomes were, right? Oh, I wish I could fast travel there. I feel like these puzzles, like, I guess it's just a staple of the genre, especially in that period. It's lots of like traveling from one area to another, and like, I mean, there's not a lot of gameplay here, and they have to make this last. Like, at the rate I'm going, I feel like I'm probably gonna have this be about a 2-hour playthrough. So like, once you kind of know how the puzzles work, they're really short games, so they would try to make them kind of obtuse and just kind of difficult. Okay, so yeah, there's oil. Let's try this.
It should burn now.
Can I burn it now? Should I have a torch? Alright, so now let's go back. Let's save the orc. And then let's solve this bitch. Wait, these puzzles totally could be way more complex and difficult. Some of them are just funky. Like this, just... If I was a kid, I would have given up right here. Because I would have been like, I tried to use the shield, it's not working. The whole thing is you need the momentum to jump that gap. And he even says something like, you're gonna have to get faster than that, or, you know. Like, I get it. Today, it would have been so much, like, cut back and it's simplified. Okay, I can hit escape. Just skip. Yeah, I don't need to watch that again. Yo, I'm gonna burn you, bitch. Dude just burned his head. Why'd you put the torch down? There were a bunch of other monsters around.
No need to thank me, brother. You would have done the same.
Fool! That Wendigo was my kill! How dare you interfere with a sacred hunt?
You looked like you needed help.
I needed nothing from you. I had the beast under control. A Wendigo was finally within my grasp, and you scared it away. Stay out of my way.
Yeah.
There's just no pleasing some people.
Okay. So there's like no new pathway here. I'm assuming I gotta talk to that guy, but he's being a jerk. Oh, it looks like he's up here now.
He looks kinda upset.
You get away from me. I lost my wolf in that fight only to have you deprive me of my kill. Now I must set this foolish trap and try to lure the beast back out into the open.
My mistake. I thought your life was more important.
My life? Are you saying I wouldn't have beaten the beast on my own?
Nazgrel, save your pride for the hunt. Stranger, come inside. We have important business to discuss.
That voice is so familiar. Who is that?
What is your name, stranger?
I am called Thrall.
To which clan do you belong?
None. Of which I am certain.
I am Drekthar, shaman of the Frostworlf clan. Your coming may have been foretold in a vision. Some months ago, deep within a trance, I beheld a powerful warlord veiled in the rags of slavery. This
that's me.
Orc had escaped from a distant land to lead our clan to its destiny.
How are you to know if I am the one in this vision?
There is only one way to be sure. The Frostworlf clan has not had a true leader since the death of our great chieftain Durotan. Only the one who can reclaim his mighty axe may don the mantle of chieftain. In my vision, the warlord was not only a great fighter and strong leader, but a master of magic as well. If you are the one destined to lead, I will train you in the ways of magic myself. Mastery, of course, is completely up to you.
Have there been others who have sought the axe?
Oh, yes. But none of them proved worthy of the task.
If I agree to find this axe, where do I begin?
To complete this task, you must detach yourself from all that has become familiar. Place all of your possessions in this.
I don't really
Go
have
now.
much.
If you are truly destined to lead our clan, you will return with the Axe of Durotan. If not, you needn't return.
Isn't Durotan his father? Am I remembering that right?
I should not disturb him.
Return the Axe of Durotan.
He seems as old as the Great Sea. He looks like he was once a great warrior. That would be disrespectful.
I can't talk to any of these people?
Maybe he's the clan historian. That would be...
Hey, the dude's gone. Okay, I thought they were gonna take all my stuff. Nobody touches my stuff. Okay, let's think. He didn't really tell me what I was supposed to be doing. Okay, well maybe... I know there was some stuff over here that I didn't really figure out. Okay. Well, that is new. Dude's like, where'd my horn go? You asshole. Here's that bigger snow creature. Hey.
Those critters will eat anything, even rotten meat. I'm not putting my hand in that. That would be stupid.
Okay. I feel like I need to get the wolf splatter for some reason. Like, there's a clickable thing. That always means it's a thing you need, right?
I don't want to stick that there.
Oh.
I don't want to stick that there. I don't think I'd fit in with those shattered hand guys. I'm not putting my hand in that.
Now the puzzles feel a little bit lazier than they were earlier. Can I take the trap? I may need that. I am now a hunter from WoW. Maybe they want the meat? He's Thrall. Why couldn't he just, like, kick the vultures? Alright, for some reason, he really needs a wolf splatter. Okay. Let's think. No. Okay. I was thinking, like, a bladder holds liquid, right?
My bladder's full.
Clancy Brown, you sly dog. You had me at hello. This doesn't make any sense, but... Okay. Is he gonna pounce on it and break it? Okay, that's ridiculous. Instead of, like, figuring out the code or whatever, you get the monster to open up the door. There's the axe I need. Large icicle. Can I take it? Just like, it feels like there's a worm something over there, maybe. Large stalactite. Can I grab it?
I would love to, but I can't reach it.
Can I use the icicle?
I can't reach. Nope. Yep, I definitely can't reach that.
No. What else I got? The bone? I've had this bone
I would
forever.
love to, but I can't reach it.
Oh, jeez. Wait a minute. Trap. Yeah. Uh-oh. I don't got no trouble with you. Scalding water. Okay. Okay. Wait, I get rid of the bladder? Why'd I get rid of the bladder?
That should have cooled the water a bit. Still too hot.
Too hot for what? Can I get another stalactite? I want to push it in the water, right? So why do you have to put the icicle in there? I don't understand. Would it have been too hot if I just pushed the axe in, maybe? Like, too hot for you, but I don't know. That seems like lazy.
It worked, but the axe has gone under that water.
Have I cooled it enough to get in? Okay, so that's what it probably was. If I would have... I did it backwards, I think. Nothing else to interact with here. But now I bet I can use the axe to kill that guy.
Carvings shaped like hands.
Do they look like your hands?
Nah. My hands fit perfectly. It's almost as if... It looks just like me.
Duratan was your father.
What kind of orc talks to himself?
Are we gonna have to
I don't think
fight?
he'll let me leave.
And then back to the great animation.
He has returned with
Wait,
the axe.
there's no fight there?
I didn't think it possible.
The prophecy is true. The son of Duratan has returned to us.
Indeed. To celebrate, we shall feast tonight with the clan. Tomorrow, Thrall, we will begin your training in the ways of the shaman. This path is a difficult one, but at its end lie the truths that you seek.
The dwarves of the Northrend Pass are our nearest enemies. Let Thrall infiltrate their great aviary and steal an egg from one of their griffins. If he can't survive that, I'll follow him through the gates of hell itself.
I accept your challenge, Wolf Rider. If bringing you a griffin's egg will win your respect, then you shall have one.
They totally shouldn't have any voice there if they don't have Clancy Brown.
That when it's finished?
When it's finished, your task is to ensure that it never ends.
Maybe he's the clan historian.
That looks like a chick, but I'm pretty sure it's a guy.
He looks like he was once a great warrior. Is there anything you feel I should know?
Find the orc, known as DOOMHAMMER.
Why is he important?
He was once the war chief of all the clans. There is much he can tell you.
Or Grim Doomhammer.
Tell me more about these scrolls.
I have selected these 3 scrolls for you. I feel they will serve you well. Study the scrolls, and remember that each requires a special item to use it. Only when you touch that item to the scroll will your spell be properly prepared.
I don't recognize, like, any of these other character names.
That would be disrespectful. Ancient scrolls of shaman. Maybe if I had some salt. We are now of the same clan, brother.
If my father has faith in you, then I have faith in you, Thrall.
Drekthar. He sounds familiar, though. I need to go, like, look at the Wikipedia for WoW and for Warcraft, because I feel like...
will uphold the name of my father.
Your father? You need to make a name for yourself now, whelp.
So, like, is he just now claiming that he's Durton's son?
Well, listen, I hear you're gonna be a big axe with the orcs. I figure maybe door-to-door service isn't too much to ask. Your Zeppelin awaits.
Thanks, bro. Gazlowe, you're alright.
I need to find the dwarves of the Northeron Pass.
Hey, no problem. I love flying over hostile griffin aviaries.
Alright, I guess we get back on the Zeppelin. Gazlowe, you're a lifesaver. I want to go back, though, because I just got a spell that makes a bridge, right? You know what? I'm kind of curious if I go to the aviaries, where it goes. Yeah, now let's go ahead and we'll do the bridge while I'm here. So I got a spell that makes a bridge, and I remember we found a bridge over here earlier. Bone scroll. And I have bone. And I have a chasm.
Game Badalagandazol. Narada Kurzol Nay.
That was kind of cool. So all it takes to be a shaman literally is some scrolls and like a reagent, like a bone. Couldn't anyone do it then? Like shamans seem kind of I don't know, charlatans? Hello? Anyone there? What is that?
Looking for someone?
Is that Optimus Prime?
You'd best call this beast off if you value its life.
I'm not accustomed to taking orders from a slave.
That is Optimus motherfucking Prime.
I'm not anyone's slave, oh man.
I didn't know that voice anywhere.
Yes, I know who you are, boy. It would seem that the cub doesn't stray far from the wolf. You are indeed the son of Duratan.
Who are you, old one? How do you know me?
I am known as DOOMHAMMER. Your father and I were once like brothers.
You're the DOOMHAMMER? And you say that you knew my father? What's this all about?
There's time enough for questions, boy.
The animation is so awkward. Especially like knowing just a couple years later they did Warcraft 3 and the crazy CGI.
Now come inside, and we'll talk a little treason.
This looks like an early 90s Saturday morning cartoon, if that.
As I said, your father and I were like brothers. Long before the Horde ever came to this world, we fought side by side against our enemies on Draenor. There was a third member of our brotherhood, an ambitious warrior by the name of Blackhand. In a blood oath, we three swore our allegiance to one another and to the Horde. We vowed to advance the Horde's destiny with fearlessness and honor. Unfortunately, there were darker, more sinister forces at play. Gul'dan and his Shadow Council meant to dominate the Horde through deceit and subtle manipulation. The treacherous Gul'dan saw weakness in the power-hungry Blackhand. A weakness that was used to corrupt the war chief forever. Your father, Duratan, was much wiser than I. He began to suspect that Blackhand was being used as a pawn, even before the First War. But before he could act on his suspicions, Gul'dan arranged for your father and his clan to be dispatched to the Northlands of Azeroth to await further orders.
They have remained there in exile to this day, waiting.
Yes, but your father remembered his oath to his brothers and the Horde. After learning that Blackhand had become war chief, he tried to return to warn me of Gul'dan's treachery. As he made his way back, he was ambushed by assassins dispatched by Gul'dan and Blackhand. His entire family was slaughtered. Well, of course. But you...
It was then that I was found by the humans? Who were these assassins? If you know, you must tell me now!
It was the twin sons of Blackhand himself, Rend and Maim.
It can't be! These are the two dogs that are planning an alliance with the human slave drivers!
Yes. Hellscream has told you of their crimes against our kind. They have a despicable plan to keep the Horde weak and divided.
Don't you fight them in one of the dungeons in WoW?
These traitorous mongrels, and I will tear out their blackened hearts with my own hands!
Stay calm, boy. The Horde needs just such a firebrand in its face to stir it from its stupor. We must use Rend and Maim's treachery to awaken the Horde and reunify the clans. Hellscream has planned for a meeting of those clans still loyal to the Horde. Soon, when the signs are right, we will exact our revenge on both Rend and Maim, and their cursed human allies.
I've got to do something now.
What you must do now, boy, is to continue on your quest and seize the mantle of your clan's leadership. When the time is right, Hellscream will send for you. Be ready.
Okay. So we've met Grom Hellscream, we've met DOOMHAMMER. It's like most of the major orcs from Warcraft 3's campaign. Can't take the skull.
Nah. That thing looks like it's grinning at me.
Is there anything else? I always do this, and I feel like that's maybe why this game's gonna be shorter. I always make sure if there's anything I can take with me, because there's like no objects in these games that you don't eventually utilize. So if you see something, you take it. Okay, now probably go to the aviary, I'm gonna guess. There's the chicken. That's a good callback.
You're both complete idiots. Hurling a hammer from a griffin's saddle is nothing like throwing it when you're on the ground.
You don't have a clue as to what you're talking about, do you?
Aye, you're talking out of your keg hole.
Obviously, neither of you's ever experienced the sheer thrill of bashing some poor bugger's head open with an over-the-shoulder backhanded power hurl.
You expect us to believe you've mastered the power hurl?
Ah, you throw like a wee girl. The only power hurling you've mastered is after you've had a few kegs.
A few kegs? It's more like a few pints. He drinks like a wee girl, too.
Both of ye, shut it! There's an orc spy approaching.
Oh. Okay, I had a shape-shifting spell, right? I think maybe I'll have to use that.
I'll never get past them looking like this.
Alright, let's do this. I also got a dwarven scalp, coincidentally. The dwarves are a lot less stout than I feel like they're portrayed later. Like, they kind of just like short people. Except Thrall. Thrall is the most dwarfy dwarf I've ever seen. Jesus.
Well, it's about time. I see you managed to get off your bum and show up.
You must be the new hammersmith. I hope you're better than the last one. You should have seen what the captain done to him.
It's kind of green too, right?
You'll be having a hard time removing that hammer from its new home.
Oh, aye. Poor devil will never walk right again.
You'd best get to attending to your work. The captain's upset with you as it is.
Can I talk to him?
Say now, do you...
You know, you're looking a wee bit green, laddie. Too much of the amber liquid, eh?
Aye.
Alright, his fake dwarvish is pretty great.
It looks like half your breakfast landed in your beard.
Aye, I call it me flavor saver.
Would you say that the captain's a patient dwarf?
You'd best quit asking.
Well, it's about time you showed up.
A boot.
Hope you're a better hammersmith than the last wee bugger they sent. This is what's left of the last hammer he made for me. You might be asking yourself what happened to the rest of it. Well, I guarantee you'll find out if you don't get into that forge and make me a new one.
You know what? I could interact with this, and I didn't try.
Hey!
Oops.
What the hell are you playing at?
I bet I'm gonna have to go get that later.
Where's my new warhammer?
Wait. I bet it's just out there on the horizon. Yep. Okay. Do I need that for something, maybe?
Zanarga, my.
Wait. Can I...
If I need to go back, I'll just reactivate the spell. I don't need the scroll.
Oh, okay.
I can't pull it free. Huh?
Okay, I guess I don't need to...
Huh?
Okay.
Go out for a stroll while the captain waits for his new warhammer, huh? You're a brave one, ye are.
Move your flabby backside.
Alright, I got multiple rooms. I can't get in there, though. Horseshoe, Smith, maybe. So that's the stables. Can I, like... Okay. I can pick up the cannonball.
A hero should always have a set of these.
Balls? I can take... I have 3 balls. Can I take any more? Nope.
I don't need any more of these.
Powder keg?
I'm not carrying around a full keg of explosives.
He just like absorbs it into his body. This powder keg is now one with me.
Where's my new Warhammer?
I'm getting it, yo. Chill. Okay, got a shovel, melting pot, mold support. I don't know what I need. Just charcoal. I probably gotta use the charcoal with the shovel, I guess. That makes sense, right?
I don't want to stick that there. That doesn't quite fit.
Okay. There's a melting pot. What could I melt?
Not here.
No. Okay, so the cannonballs will go in there. To what end? I don't know.
That must be where they lay the hammer molds. I'm not hungry for that. I don't think so.
Okay, it looks like the barrel could go there. I don't know to what end. Okay. Alright, we're doing this. Okay. Still not completely sure. Wait, this is the hammer. Okay, I'm getting it. It's a big ass hammer.
The metal looks like it's still soft.
Yeah, that's how we make hammers. Totally.
Outstanding. I'd be proud to wield this in battle myself.
Okay. I feel like it's kind of lucky the order I grabbed stuff. Nothing else in here.
Move your flabby backside, you git!
I don't want to go look at the stable though. Ooh. Whoa, the dwarven women do have beards.
Handsome. You've got to be the new hammersmith around here. If you ever need any help with your tools, I'd be glad to give you a hand.
My, what a fine, healthy beard you've got.
Oh, thank you. You should see my back.
That's okay. I'd rather see what you're working on there.
Oh, I'm just cleaning the shield. Apparently, there's a chicken's beak stuck in the plating. The dwarf who brought it to me was rambling on about chickens falling from the sky.
Tell me more about your shield making.
Well, aside from this kind of work, I take old shields and refit them with new armor plates.
What kind of work's done here?
Most of the girls make... Well, darling, if...
So, you work here, huh?
Yes? Have you come to be measured?
No. Ugh.
I don't see, like... Can I steal the shield, maybe?
Can't do that.
Okay. I'm not sure what this room is for.
Quit flittering a boot and get to work!
He wants his hammer, right?
Now that's one huge gargantuan hammer! I believe it's the finest weapon ever to be carried into battle! You've done an amazing job, lad! Oh, I can't wait to smash someone's skull to bits with this! Strap me on a griffin and get out of my way!
Okay. I'm not actually really sure what I'm supposed to be doing. He said to do...
Half eagle, half lion. I'd love to see her parents. I'd probably lose my tongue. I'd pull back a stump.
Okay. There's a haystack back there.
That beak could crack my head like a... I'm not looking...
Okay. So I've gone through every room here. I don't... Is there something else you want me to do? Huh. Maybe let's go back to...
Zanarga, my...
Sagarga, my... It's great to hear, like, seasoned actors say ridiculous things. Now, what did you want again?
Predicted, you return empty-handed.
Yo.
He's the captain of the Wolf Riders.
It's about to be a dead man.
That's not a good idea.
I could take him.
He seems as old as the group.
Right.
Tell me more about these scrolls.
I have selected these 3 scrolls for you. I feel they will serve you well. Study the scrolls, and remember that each requires a special item to use it. Only when you touch that item...
Okay. So what scroll have I not? Phantom image. Phantom. Okay, I cheated a little bit here. This is very obscure. But you remember... was it in the mountains over here? There was the face... You have to get, like, an etching of the face for whatever reason. And then... How would you ever know to do that if you didn't cheat a little bit? Like... That's the one thing. You've got, you know, a dozen or a half dozen items. And then in the environment, there's, you know, probably 50 different things to interact with. And any of those could be the key to progressing the story. And like, I always feel like that's the downfall of this genre, is the interactivity of the game is so defined by, you know, like very intricate puzzles and very specific orders for everything. There's not a lot of, like, there's one possibility basically. So it's like critical thinking, if the puzzle isn't well designed, it just isn't necessary, I guess. So I got that scroll. I guess let's... I feel like there's something at the aviary. Can I use the scroll here?
No, I need to be careful with...
Good day, Master Hammersmith.
I must say that the Gavin's hammer is a work of art.
Aye.
That's not where I want to cast...
Okay.
I don't see an egg in that griffin's nest.
Nagazul Rabagal.
Oh, you distract him, you steal his egg, which is what the shaman wanted. I got it. Tiptoe over there. Tiptoe through the tulips. The other griffin's just like, yo, what the hell was that? I'm tripping balls over here. This catnip's some good shit. That one guy who just literally was like, look, he came back with nothing. He's gonna regret those words.
Zanarga, my...
I mean, F that guy. For real. Okay, back to the Frostbite settlement, right? I got your damn egg.
Nazgrel. Nazgrel. You have proven yourself beyond any doubt. You are now ready to lead us
What?
all. Take this last scroll. You may find it useful.
Drekthar! Nazgrel, come quick!
I just found him like this. His wounds look at least a few days old. Few could have made it this far north.
Is it from...
Hellscream? Yes. He's gathering the clans at a place called Grim Batol in the Cosmodanian Badlands. Scout, build a ceremonial pyre for this orc. He sacrificed everything to bring us this news. Nazgrel, saddle up the wolves. We're leaving at first light. And Drekthar, do you have any idea where Grim Batol is?
Hellscream should be here by now. How are we to forge a union when our leader doesn't even show up?
Patience. Grom had a reason for summoning us. He will be here.
Lord DOOMHAMMER, our encampment has been raided. Bloody slaughter.
Calm yourself. Where is Hellscream?
He fought hard. Fought like a warrior.
Dead?
Taken. Alive. Orcs in dark cloaks.
The Blackrock clan.
Rend and maim. We must take action immediately. Grom will be counting on us.
What action? We don't have enough warriors to save ourselves.
Wrong! Hail son of Duratad! Once again, the Frostworlf clan comes to aid the Horde in its darkest hour. Come, we have much to discuss. All of us.
You've returned to us beyond all hope. But to defeat the rogue clans of Rend and Main and their human allies, we will need the aid of dragons.
The dragons would sooner roast us alive than aid us. The Dragonmaw clan held their queen hostage during the Second War, while we used her hatchlings as nothing more than war machines.
There must be a way to gain their trust. I'll seek out this Dragon Queen myself. Prepare for battle while I'm gone. When I return, we will make Rend and Main beg for death!
Okay. So to become war chief, he made a hammer, cast a spell to make a bridge, and he cast a spell to steal an egg. And that qualifies him. Someone who has no idea about orc politics, history. Like, he just walked into their cave and they're like, yo, go get us an egg and you're a chief. Like, that is no system of government to, like, base your beliefs around. But okay, I digress. Let us continue.
I see nothing special.
Anything to interact with?
I will not fail you.
You are the war chief now, Thrall. You can't afford to fail.
You must find the Energon cubes.
This is no time for idle discussions.
They did not record any voices for those, apparently.
I'd like to talk, but I have no time for that now.
Oh, it's Kargath Bloodfist. And Kilrog Deadeye. I think they're in Warcraft 3, right? I really need to replay. Maybe that's what I'll do after this, is replay 2 and 3. 1, I think, is just too old to get much enjoyment out these days. But 2, I feel like, works pretty well still. Okay. So, this is their orc encampment.
Go now, Thrall. We will...
Which is like a really evil-looking pentagram. Okay. I thought that might be like another area over there. There is something over here. Scary-ass cave.
That place looks inviting. I'd rather starve.
Can I go down?
Damn it! I can't see a thing in here.
If only you hadn't thrown the torch, you doof.
Damn it!
I love that. That's great.
I can't see a thing in
The Foley guy who did those sound effects. Right on. Okay. Oh. Can I? I feel like I should be able to get that stick, but I cannot. Catapult.
Too slippery. I need something to hold them in. Whoa!
Oh, I was gonna have to stab him. Okay. I really feel like I should be able to use that stick.
The trap would be no help there. Whoa!
Shoot.
That thing's just waiting for someone to get too close. That's not a good idea.
Okay. I guess. Oh, That was not the dragon cave. This is Alexstrasza. I read one of the early Warcraft novels. I forget the name of it even now. But Alexstrasza was the main character in it. But he was like, throughout most of the novel, if I remember right, he was a human. Like, he looked like a human.
I can't budge it.
Hey, can I pick up that? Okay. I feel like I'm getting close to the end, but I'm also getting quite sleepy. What was that? Exotic outfit.
It's not my style.
Huh. Okay, I feel like I need a shield. And I remember the dwarven chick was making a shield, right? Let's go check out. She was at the aviary. Maybe she'll take the scales and make me a shield?
Good day, Master Hammersmith.
I must say.
So this room did have a purpose then. Probably.
Hey, honey. I'm too busy to work on that. Of course. Sometimes a girl can be distracted.
Do you want this fancy dress?
Oh, it's beautiful. It looks like I picked the right day to braid my armpits.
What have I done?
Wait, am I gonna go on a date?
I said, try it on. You can make me the happiest dwarf in the world by dying before you put that costume on.
Aye, I'll make you happy, all right. Oh, I can't wait to see if this fits.
Make me a shield, baby.
Sure, honey pie. Just give me your old shield and whatever else you'd like me to add to it.
I've been carrying that shield forever. So dragon scales, I assume, because they're...
Oh, dragon scales. I can make a fine shield with them. Now, leave the room, honey. I want the...
Do I just go right back in?
Ooh, all right, sweet biscuits. Come and get it. Surprised, honey?
Wow.
More like shocked.
That's quite the dress there. He totally just like ran out. I want to go back in. Aw, man.
Hey, honey. What can I do for ya?
Well, bathing, shaving, and losing about 100 pounds would be a start.
Oh, you...
Okay. That's funny. That's, yeah, she was quite the looker. I feel like Blizzard today would never make that kind of joke. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Zanarga,
I mean, you gotta think, like, as bad as some of the jokes and puns and story elements are here, this is the same Blizzard that made, you know, the original StarCraft, that made Warcraft II, Warcraft III. Well, Diablo was Blizzard North, but you get the idea. I think Warcraft 3 is my favorite, actually, story in the Warcraft series. StarCraft also has a really special place in my heart. I even like StarCraft II quite a lot, even though it got really ridiculous by the end. Okay, now let's go back to the cave, I'm assuming. My first Warcraft I played was actually Warcraft II for the original PlayStation. And I didn't beat it there, but my buddy owned it, and we played a bit of it. Remember, we used to use all these cheats.
Consider yourself lucky. No orc has ever survived my flame. Now, tell me, Orgling, what brings you here?
And then
where the action is.
Do you intend to fight me, little Orgling?
No. I was just kidding.
That's what I thought.
Are you the Dragon Queen? Alexstrasza?
I am she. Who would you be?
I am Thrall, chieftain of the Frostworlf clan. I have come to ask for your aid.
Surely you know of the atrocities your race has committed against both me and my children. Why should I help you?
I am trying to liberate my brothers from enslavement. You must see the honor in that.
Yes, I do. But it wasn't that long ago that I was enslaved by your kind. I am unmoved by your pleas.
Maybe we can help each other.
What would you presume to do for me?
I'll vanquish your most hated enemy.
One pathetic Orgling would accomplish little against any of my enemies. But to make such an offer, you must be desperate. Very well. If you hunt down and destroy the creature known as Deathwing, I'll consider your request.
Whoa.
Who is this Deathwing?
He is the greatest of my sons, a malicious and cunning black dragon who attempts to overthrow my rule at every turn. His hatred for me has left his heart as impenetrable as the adamantine plates he wears. He is an extremely dangerous foe.
And you think that I can slay him?
No, I don't. But thinking of you confronting him at the pinnacle of Blackrock Spire is quite amusing. Go now. You tire me.
I feel like before World of Warcraft came out, they must have gone back and played through this. Because you fight Nefarian, right? And then the dragon, he's what causes the cataclysm. Am I remembering that right? I actually stopped playing at Breath of the Lich King, so I never played Cataclysm, but that was my understanding, is that was caused by Deathwing. Crazy. Yeah, it actually, let's make sure I didn't miss anything. I didn't do my pixel hunting on the screen. I got it. The eels probably go in there. Always do the pixel hunting, people. That's how these adventure games work. Yeah, so I played through Warcraft 2, not all the way through, but a couple missions on the PlayStation. And then I moved for my friend to own a PlayStation to a new house. I got my first computer. It was like 99 or so. And actually, I got StarCraft first. I played through all of StarCraft. And then I got Warcraft 2 BattleNet Edition. And got pretty hardcore. And I played through the single player And then I went online and played a lot of the multiplayer. Eventually, got into Warcraft 3. And then Warcraft 3 led to WoW, and that ruined my life for about 5 years. Like, I feel like I would be in a very different place if I never played WoW. It took up a big chunk of my life in not a great way. But I digress. Am I gonna find some weapon to kill a Deathwing in here?
Ugh, what a stench.
What's that? Death Knight? Is this the first mention of a Death Knight in?
Death to all who would steal from the damned. You dare disturb my slumber. The mysteries of the damned will only curse you for eternity. Leave this place and never return. Oh, not again. Get out.
Okay. Can I go back in there and get the...
Ugh.
I'm gonna take your arm, okay?
I could always use an extra hand.
This is not the Death Knight.
I've heard of them. Ancient orc spirits trapped within decaying human corpses.
That's an interesting, like... The Death Knights, weren't they introduced in Wrath of the Lich King? You could play as one. You were, like a slave to... the, with the Lich King, right? Is he gonna...
Get away from that.
Okay.
Get out.
I got it. This is silly, but watch this. Remember I picked up the arm. It's always weird when, like, they give you everything you need in the one room. Yep.
Nah.
No?
No, I need to be careful with this thing.
Okay, well. I can summon the Death Knight now, I guess. Okay, so I've got a Death Knight arm. Let's see if they got anything new to say.
Back so soon? Weren't you successful?
No, I'm still working on it.
Then you'd best get going. Hellscream is counting on us.
Okay. I have a thought. The thing that keeps...
That thing's just waiting for someone to get too close.
Most impressive. Well, But summoning a Death Knight will be your doom. What did you hope to accomplish? Quickly, give me my scepter. I'll grant you eternal life. I'll give you anything. Just give it to me. Give it.
Alright, that is the most ridiculous way to kill a... Can I go now steal his shit? I like stuff. I bet you could speedrun this game in like 45 minutes if you know like the exact order of everything. So what? Decay scroll. Plus, if you hit escape, he stops animating, so you can like... Okay, now let's go visit Blackrock Spire.
This must be the main entrance. Ow! Those things are sharp. The scroll's not prepared.
The aphotic... I love that word, aphotic. Swirling clouds conjured... I used to have a warlock in WoW named Aphotic. The aphotic swirling clouds conjured by this spell cause anything within their path to rot and decompose. Flesh, bone, wood, or even the strongest metal. Required reagent, and it's blocked out. Okay, what have I not used? That's the only thing that makes sense, right? Okay. Are you gonna kill Alexstrasza or DEATHWING?
Nihilin, Dekana Rot.
In we go.
They look like trolls, but their skins are mottled in gray.
What's the master up to now? 15, 20 cows a day?
Well, at least 20. He can really put them away. With a belly like he's got, I'm surprised that he can still fly.
Yeah, well, I heard that he was hell on the humans in his prime.
Yeah, he'll be hell on us if we don't hurry up and feed him these cows. Let's get moving.
Poor cows have no idea of the cruel fate that awaits them.
Was he gonna join PETA?
They kill the cows before they feed them to the dragon.
Okay, this is here for a reason.
That won't work.
What's with the suspicious looking cow?
I see nothing special.
That's great. That's... That's hilarious. Why are they there? Let's get some steaks, maybe. Thunk. Oh, you just pulled a Han Solo. You think it smells bad out here?
I'm tired of lifting these cows. Come on, we've only got one more to deliver. These things getting heavier or what?
He's smoking a hookah. I think that's a hookah. I just got eaten. Thrall just got eaten. But it's a short game. Dude's gonna be so high in there. Oh. Okay. Can I like X up in this?
It won't do any. If it's the last thing I do.
I still have the. I don't have the decay scroll. That would be useful. Esophagus.
Looks like the way to the dragon's mouth. It's a lot easier to talk to someone. Those teeth would rip me to pieces. Those teeth don't look very inviting.
Okay, I can walk this way. Walk this way. Posterior orifice.
I'm not putting my hand in that.
Shove it where?
Okay, let's think about this.
This looks familiar.
Wonder who that's supposed to be. Ooh, that was weird.
Property of Ogden's Tavern.
Hey, okay, I thought it was like duplicating me.
I'll keep this.
I got a jetpack.
This could be useful.
Tonsils.
Those teeth don't look very inviting. That must pump in the gas for his dragon fire.
It must.
I don't want to stick that there. It's a handy tool, but not there. The trap would be no help there.
Oh. Okay, so what did I clamp it?
I haven't eaten an orc in months. Who are you?
I am called...
Silence! I've wasted enough of my precious time on you. Now prepare yourself for oblivion.
So
Now
that's
that wasn't so difficult.
how Deathwing died
There's more
in
to you than it seems, young
Warcraft
Thrall.
Adventures.
No one has ever challenged Deathwing to single combat, and won. How have you accomplished his death?
Well, I grabbed him by the neck and threw him to the floor. Then I gouged out his eyes and pulled his brains out through his nostrils.
Really? You are truly a remarkable orc. And although it pains me greatly, I am indebted to you. I will uphold my end of the bargain and summon dragons to aid you in your fight.
She sounds like a robot voice, but I don't think she actually is. Isn't this the music from like the Warcraft II intro?
This, Thrall, is a day to be remembered. The chieftains of the assembled clans have chosen you to replace me as War Chief of the Horde. Those gathered here know of your exploits, and they will follow you. Your father would have been proud.
I won't let you down.
Our scouts have learned that a meeting is taking place tonight between Rend and Maim and their human allies at the prison compound of Durnholde.
Durnholde? That's the prison where I was held as a slave. I am familiar with Durnholde's defenses. I will infiltrate the compound and lower their gates. Nazgul, I place you in command of our forces. Remember, wait for my signal, then attack with full force.
What will the signal be?
You'll know it when you see it.
Wait, I have one last spell to give you. I have hesitated to entrust it to anyone, but I fear that the time has come. Use it with the utmost care.
Thank you, Drekthar. I will. Good luck, my brothers. I'll see you when we light the victory.
So he's riding Alexstrasza into battle. Wait. I thought you were gonna take me into battle.
Hey, I knew you'd turn up eventually. I hear you've made quite a name for yourself. Well, I guess you're off to do that hero stuff. Yeah, good luck, Thrall. Oh, hey, remember, if you ever need me for anything, you'll have to find me first.
Loyal to the end, huh? You'd better get going. Things are gonna get a little hot around here pretty soon. The clans are waiting to storm the prison, and I don't want you and your Zeppelin getting caught in the middle. Thanks for your help, Gazlowe. Now take off!
Hey, Thrall, give me a daboo for the road, will ya?
Will you just get out of here? I'd better hurry.
I'm just walking back now.
The sun's getting low. I'll never make it to Durnholde before dark. I've got to take him out somehow. I don't like the looks of this. I can't reach that.
Maybe if you had a jetpack?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Nope. All right. Think it through.
Your meat.
Why wouldn't, like, why do you have to click to make that happen?
This thing's almost out of fuel.
Hey! You're not allowed down there! You're the slave one escaped! You stay where you are!
It's a handy tool, but not there. No, I need to be careful with this thing.
It won't do anything.
Okay. It's so ridiculous at times. We all know how reliable goblin and gnomish technology is.
That's the signal! Victory to the Horde!
This would have made a great Saturday morning cartoon, I tell you what.
I hate these cowardly weapons, but this could prove useful.
What was that explosion? We're under attack! Sound the alarm!
They must be meeting in the war room. I'd better hurry.
Who goes there?
Well?
Rend and maim. Somehow, I remember them. I remember it all.
Do we have a deal or not?
We do indeed, gentlemen.
Blackmore. I should have known that he'd be the one behind this. All three of my worst enemies gathered together under one roof. Convenient.
I, that is my organization, agrees to pay you the sum of 5,000 gold per month in perpetuity. You will be given free rein to conduct your activities without fear of Alliance prosecution in the lands between Durnholde and Strathholm. And you...
Strathholm.
We will crush all attempts by renegades, such as the pathetic War Song clan, to remobilize the Horde against the Alliance.
And we will provide the Alliance with 100 orc slaves per month.
And you're sure that this can pacify the dissenters?
Yes, we paid the gnomes a fortune to produce the black ale. Any orc that drinks it will be stripped of his will and fighting spirit, and none can resist its effects.
I think you underestimate your own kind. What makes you believe all orcs will be susceptible to this liquor of yours?
We've been testing it for months in the settlements. Although some orcs were able to resist the effects of our first batch, we have at last brewed an ale that even the strongest orc cannot withstand. See for yourself.
Uglas!
Hellscream. No! More drink. More.
Any more questions?
So now!
It's so different from Warcraft 3. What? This is a blood pact?
Take the knife and spill your blood into the bowl, human. Only then will we accept.
Got to get some orc aids.
Lieutenant Blackmore, sir?
I told you I was not to be disturbed.
Yes, sir, but we're under attack.
Rally the footmen and have the crews prepare the catapults. I'll be there momentarily. Gentlemen, we'll have to continue this later.
No! The pact must be sealed now!
What was that face about? Okay. There's casks.
What's the matter, Lieutenant? Afraid of a little blood?
Okay. So far, so good. And then we knock the candelabra
Seal
over.
the pact now, or I will...
Okay, good, he didn't die.
You probably don't recognize me. I was wrapped in a swaddling cloth on the day you murdered my father, Duratan.
Duratan?
Yes, you remember. The two of you attacking a lone orc who was trying to defend his family.
Impossible! We left no one alive that day!
Wrong! You left me alive! I won't make the same mistake with you!
Douse the flames! We'll give you anything you want!
Our father made us kill Duratan! We didn't want to!
Oh no. Oh no. I've got something better in mind. The scroll's not prepared. The scroll's not prepared.
Douse the flames!
22 years ago, you killed my father and my family. Now you've returned to sell out your race and your pride. Death's cold embrace would be too good for traitorous scum like you. I condemn you to living hell for all eternity. Damnare, tal gardala, dul infernus, everno.
Is he sending them to hell? Like hell? Looks like it. That was pretty gnarly.
Blackmore! You can't run from me, you filth! Face me, coward! Nowhere to run now, Blackmore.
I treated you as fairly as the other slaves.
Fairly? You treated us like animals, worse than animals. I'm going to make sure that you never terrorize another of my kind again!
No, don't kill me. Thrall, don't kill me. I'll shut down the settlements. I'll free the orcs in my charge. Anything!
Look at yourself. Your precious stronghold is burning down around your ears, and all you can do is beg. Understand me, Blackmore. You're finished. Your twisted scheme is over. You don't deserve the honor of a warrior's death. You are nothing to me.
Don't you turn your back to me, slave! Ah, ah, ah. It can't end like this. You're just animals. Animal!
I think that's the end. Yep. And we're back to the intro. Wow, so Warcraft Adventures. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I feel like if this came out in '98 and I played through it, I would have been disappointed because I loved Warcraft 2 so much and I wanted more of that. And this felt like such a different thing. It's not bad per se, but I feel like it was dated even in 1998. It's interesting that so much of the later lore actually kind of comes from this. Like, they repurposed so much of the story into the novels and Warcraft 3 and WoW. It's kind of amazing, actually. Yeah, I'm happy I played through it. It was a cool experience. Cool look back at Blizzard's early Warcraft days. It makes me want to jump back into Warcraft 2 and 3 and dig back into those games. So maybe I'll do that in the coming weeks and months. But I'll end it here. Thank you for sticking with me. If you do enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, drop me a comment below if you got any questions or thoughts. And thank you again for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful night.